I get this question from my acting students a lot.
Okay.
And it's when is it worth it to join SAG? Because SAG is expensive. We just looked it up, and the dues are now up to $3,000 just to be initiated.
That's the initiation fee. Uh-huh.
That's just the initiation fee. That's not the dues that are due quarterly.
Correct.
$3,000 just to get involved, just to own your own name. You don't own your name as an actor until you join SAG. There's another Tiffany Black out there trying to act. God, Godspeed to sis, because the name stays
The
home.
name stays here. The name stays home.
The point is, this is $3,000 to join SAG.
Mhm.
When is it worth it? Because also, when you join SAG, you can no longer do non-union projects.
Correct.
This was a big thing during the strike because when we striking with the unions.
Yeah.
And the whole point is that you cannot work. Non-union people
We're
could still
sad.
work.
They could. They could. And we were sad.
And
Um,
we were sat down.
we
So
were
what it
sad.
was your,
We were
yeah.
sad and we were SAG. It's
Uh-uh.
it's fine. The $3,000 initiation. I think that you have to at least be booking somewhat regular. When I say regularly, like guest stars, co-stars.
But by the time you book a guest star or a co-star, you gotta be SAG already.
See, and I'm thinking, I got my start in Atlanta, so it's a work for hire state. Isn't that the right to work state? That was it, right to work state. So you could get booked on a SAG job and not be SAG. So when I booked my first SAG job, which was Survivor's Remorse, which we did together, that was
That
my
was your first SAG? Oh,
that was my first SAG
friend.
job. Yes. Yes.
That's amazing.
I booked that job, and like a month later, I got a letter in the mail from SAG, like, "Hey, girl, come on over here. Like, it's time. We want our money."
Is that when you joined?
Yes.
You were fantastic. I thought you were her before that.
Hilarious. Well, I was doing a lot of theater, built in the theater, theater strong, you know what I'm saying? And I had done like a non-union commercial and I had done independent thing, but SAG, like an actual SAG set, that was my first Survivor's Remorse.
I love
With you
that.
and Dawn Halfkenny, the three of us just wreaking
Freaking
havoc.
havoc.
That's Cam Calloway. I told you that was him.
Anyways.
Oh, can we get a picture?
Yeah.
Oh, please. Get in, y'all. Get in.
Okay.
Oh, can you take some? Full body.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. With your fine ass.
Damn, Cam, a little slim, thick thing, ain't
Way thicker than he looks on TV.
Okay, girls. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one.
This is as good as it's gonna get.
Unless you come home with us. So what is Cam like besides these uppity chicks? You treat him right?
You saw the smile on his face. He thinks so.
She say he thinks so. He can't know unless he been with a real bitch.
Talk about smiles on faces. Shit, I'll put a smile on his face.
I was working regularly as an actor at that time, theatrically. So I had enough money. I was making money. I was doing theater. I was getting paid weekly. I had enough to piece together to then join. If you have a survival job or another source of income that allows you that, then obviously go for it. Talk to me about LA and New York because again, my entryway was Atlanta and I was able
Yeah.
to get hired on a SAG job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is the
So
formula?
I started in LA.
Okay.
And again, my story is unique. There was a girl running around with the name, Tiffany Black. And I called SAG one day and I was like, hey, there's another girl with my name out there. And you gotta think about it. Like I just did not have the information because again, there's two Vanessa Williams. You know
Right,
what I mean?
correct.
Like
Yep.
I didn't know, but I knew that we were sharing IMDb credits and that was becoming an issue. And they were like, well, the only way you own your name is if you join SAG. I was like, okay, TV, if you don't get Tiffany Black, what else would you do? My mother's maiden name is Banks. And
Mhm.
I was like, could I be Tiffany Banks? but Tiffany Banks sounded a little too close to Tyra Banks.
Okay.
And it just was getting heady. And I was like, I'm actually just Tiffany Black and I just want to be Tiffany Black. So like, how do I just be Tiffany Black? And they were like, well, you just gotta before before the other Tiffany Black joins.
Right.
Well, I don't know if this girl's gonna book. I don't know. Like this girl could be doing paperwork right now. Like this is back in the day when SAG and AFTRA were two different unions. The merge was upon us. It hadn't happened yet. But I was like, okay, let me ask you this. I was calling SAG like every day. I'd like the people knew me by name. A guy named Kamal was answering the phone at the time.
Hey, Kamal.
I don't know where Kamal is. So I was like, Kamal, listen, this merge is going to happen. What's going to happen for all the people that are with AFTRA? And he was like, oh, it's going to be one union. So it'll be SAG-Aftra and everybody will be one union. So everybody AFTRA will be SAG. I was like, oh my God, is there a girl who's Tiffany Black in AFTRA? He was like, no, not yet. So then I called AFTRA and I was like, what does it take to join AFTRA? And they were like, oh, you can join in any state because again, it's newscasters. So I was like, okay, look, I'm going to join in my home state of Florida. If you make even just one payment of like $100 to AFTRA, you are then considered AFTRA. Now with SAG, they don't take payments. You had to have that 2,000. It was like you had to have it all. You had to have it in full. So I was like, well, I don't have 2,200 whatever dollars right now, but I got 100. I joined AFTRA in Florida. I let the merge happen. Prayed that other Tiffany Black didn't book nothing in between there, and that's how I got my name. I guess I was technically SAG by that point, but I hadn't paid my dues, and I'm in this manufactured holding pattern until I moved to Atlanta. Of course, you booking some co-stars, you booking some guests. I became a must join. I had a friend tell me, and he was like, "You've been going back and forth about this SAG thing for long enough. SAG is for the professional actors, and if you want to be looked at as a professional, join your union."
I agree.
I couldn't argue with that.
You were saying you get that question a lot from your acting students, like, when should I join? I was chomping at the bit to join these unions. Talking about Actors Equity as well. You know, I started in theater, and that was the first one that I got.
Oh, I feel like equity is way more important than SAG. You guys get to audition first.
Yeah,
like the line is shorter. It's
a thing. I joined Equity as soon as I got my 11 weeks of, whatever it was. And then once I was trying to like start auditioning for TV and film, and then I booked my first SAG job, done. I don't care if I have to piecemeal the money together. I'm chomping at the bit to join these unions because I am a professional actor and I want to be seen as that. Baby Brittany is like, see me, I'm a professional. I do this. I want to be all the things and do all the things. So that's a long way of saying, like, when do you join? When you know that you are serious about being an actor. It's not a hobby. It's not something you're doing to try to make a quick buck or to try to be seen somewhere. Like, if you want to act, if you're in, then be in.
Put the money up. Put the money where your mouth is.
Put your money where your mouth is, period.